Hey guys, we have some polarizing energy going on today. We simultaneously both have an infusion of the strongest source of light coming through today, as well as a very strong activation of the deepest levels of our darkness. So, very interesting dynamic that we have going on cosmically for us today. We also are building energy right now towards our full moon that is going to be happening tomorrow. And there is a lot of messages possible to come through today, a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of galactic guidance available for us. So we should probably be paying attention to what's going on today. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Today is Friday, December 17th, 2021. My name is Aubrey, and this is your astrological outlook for the day. Now, I'm going to do my best to make this a very short, rapid, and concise video today because I'm actually having to break my weekend report down into two videos. We have a full moon happening tomorrow on Saturday, and that video is going to be a video all on its own because I couldn't fit both Friday's energy and the full moon energetics into one video. So you get two weekend videos this weekend, and these are the energetics for Friday. So I'm going to try to move quickly because, like I said, I'm shooting two videos today. But anyways, general themes coming through. Like I said, we have this definite dichotomy going on today in terms of the light and the dark, both being very present for us in our energetic paradigm and our reality here on Earth today. But messages from God and the divine coming through to help assist us in releasing our pain, conquering our fears, slaying our demons, and integrating our shadows as we learn to maneuver this new reality we find ourselves in. First of all, today, you guys, we have the sun coming into an exact conjunction with the Galactic Center. This is like the source code point in all of our zodiac, in our universe, where the real galactic wisdom emanates from and everything that comes along with that. And when the sun is coming into a conjunction with 27 degrees of Sagittarius, which is the 1 degree in our zodiac that represents the galactic center, this is a massive infusion of light and wisdom and that galactic source code energy emanating down, coming through, infusing itself into our energetic paradigm today. So on one hand, with today being the day that the sun makes its annual conjunction to the galactic center, we have all of this light and all of this divine wisdom and assistance coming through and shining a light. And like I said, it's an infusion of galactic wisdom source code energy, helping us to recalibrate and upgrade our vibrational mainframe today. So we have this going on while simultaneously we are in the thick of some hardcore black moon energetics as well. The black moon moved into Gemini, or the moon moved into Gemini yesterday, where the black moon is activating the black moon energy. We are in a lunar cycle. This new moon in Sagittarius cycle that began on the 4th of December was in an opposition to the black moon itself. This whole cycle has been infused with this black moon energy, really driving us to gain a conscious awareness of our own shadows. And today, heading into the full moon tomorrow, we are very, very, very much back in the thick of this black moon energy with the moon in Gemini coming into a conjunction with the black moon in Gemini today, while we simultaneously have the sun at the galactic center emanating all of this divine light and wisdom and galactic creative potential. So the moon in Gemini today conjuncting the black moon, very much triggering our issues, our shadow side issues and our fears and our subconscious, just like the things that trigger us and that really bother us, like on very deep levels, so we can become aware of where our subconscious programming or our shadow side is malfunctioning and not giving us the outcomes in life that we desire, based on these bad codes running in the background of our consciousness and sabotaging our progress and our growth and evolution and our experience as a result of that. It's like on the same day today, simultaneously, we are likely to be heavily immersed in these issues, being triggered and feeling, not great about it, but we are simultaneously being offered this divine assistance and this opportunity to really see the truth and transcend our limitations and where we've held ourselves back and all of these issues. And it's sort of like energetically today, like it's sort of like we are hitting the bottom, but meanwhile, alongside of it, God is like reaching down from the heavens to show us and direct us to the door, to the exit that leads to the way out of all of these issues that we've been struggling with. So a very black and white day today, you guys. And again, it's like these themes of duality coming up. And, first of all, this is happening. Our full moon is happening in the sign of Gemini. The moon is in Gemini right now. Gemini is the twins. Gemini rules partnerships and polarities. And the black moon also rules duality and polarities about things. And we have the sun conjuncting the Galactic Center today, our main luminary, while our mother moon, our other luminary, is conjuncting the black moon, the planet that resonates to our personal darkness. So just this very apparent dichotomy of energies going on today. Things may be very polarizing over the next couple weeks, especially as this is the energy that is setting us up for our full moon tomorrow. And remember, we are in a cycle that was opposite the black moon, bringing these polarities up this entire cycle and creating scenarios where we are being forced to face our shadows so that we can gain a conscious awareness of the aspects of our psyche that we haven't been recognizing as these driving and motivating forces, and really being a root issue in causing us to attract and create these circumstances that are not contributing to our authentic growth and bringing us into alignment with what we truly need and desire at this point in time. So all of this coming up again today, like I said, it could be a very polarizing atmosphere that we're experiencing over the next couple weeks also as this full moon cycle plays out, and leading up to this Saturn-Uranus square, and also the Venus-Pluto coming back into the conjunction that will be happening on the 24th. It's like also there are a lot of choices right now. Gemini, the sign of Gemini rules choices and options and alternatives, and I feel like with all of this black moon energy, people are probably really struggling with some very difficult choices right now. And it's going to be different for everybody. But what is always going to be the same across the board is these choices are determining, what we are going to accept going forward, what we are not going to accept any longer into our lives based on a redefined understanding and relationship to our own internal sense of value, with Pluto and Venus in the conjunction right now, and Saturn and Uranus really wanting us to break free from any self-limiting structures that have been keeping us in a state of non-growth, a state of stasis, where we haven't been expanding into our potential. And the underlying reason for that is a lot of these black moon issues. And I really feel like that's why this whole cycle has been pushing us to gain this conscious awareness of what has really been going on in the depths of our psyches, and contributing to us being in these perpetuating cycles of not aligning with our authentic potential and sabotaging our own growth and our own fulfillment in our lives. So difficult choices right now, different for everybody. Polarization and indecision, though, are definitely the vibe that I'm getting, today, especially with this very strong dichotomy between the black and the white. But it's the solution too, because it's like we are having to face our shadows and face our fear, but simultaneously, if we just look up, there's all of this light shining down, and these answers and these messages are trying to come to us. And speaking of messages and divine wisdom and assistance trying to come to us today, with the sun conjunct the Galactic Center and all of this Gemini energy activated via the moon in Gemini, the black moon in Gemini, Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, is at a very interesting point in the sky today. And that degree would be 7 degrees of Capricorn. And the Sabian symbol of that degree is, let me describe the Sabian symbols first. The Sabian symbols are a group of symbols that describe each and every one of the 360 degrees in the zodiac. And whenever a planet is at a specific point, discharging a degree, making an aspect, we can look to the Sabian symbol, read the symbol. It just gives us an extra layer of clarity about what that aspect is contributing to in the context of this grand unfolding astrological story that we are all constantly immersed in, and it is now carrying us into the age of Aquarius currently. But anyways, 7 degrees of Capricorn, where Mercury is today, that Sabian symbol is a veiled prophet speaks, seized by the power of God. Very, 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 very interesting symbolism coming through by the ruler of Gemini, where both the moon and the black moon are today, and, you know, where that moon will be for the full moon tomorrow in the context of the sun activating the galactic center today. Like, it is really telling the whole story. Mercury is the messenger. Mercury delivers the messages. Mercury is the prophet. The sun is conjunct the galactic center, the God source point in all of the zodiac. There are messages from God coming through today to help us in the spiritual battle that we are going through to conquer our own darkness. Again, you know, this black moon, referencing the black moon and the galactic center dynamic, this dichotomy between the dark and the light that is in effect today, these polarities, and also tomorrow for the full moon. The dark and the light, again, you know, the full moon, very present simultaneously. The messenger planet, like I said, telling us that today a veiled prophet speaks, seized by the power of God. So definitely messages coming through today that are meant to assist us on our path. And while we endure this mountain pilgrimage that we're on right now, remember Venus, who is stationing retrograde tomorrow, just a few hours before the full moon, is at the degree 27 Capricorn, a mountain pilgrimage, talking about a difficult process that we will endure over the next couple of months that ultimately promises to bring us some type of elevated satisfaction and accomplishment. And it has a lot to do with returning to the truth of our authentic value and the power that represents, and helping us to become the self-sustaining generators of our own futures and abundance going forward. But yeah, like the mountain pilgrimage, we are coming out of the darkness into the light. And this energy today is helping us to gain mastery over our own minds and our own thoughts. And remember, the black moon for the moon, black moon conjunction today, the black moon is at 17 degrees of Gemini. The head of a robust youth changes into that of a mature thinker. This energy is helping us to gain mastery over our own mind. And also Mercury is setting up for a square with Chiron tomorrow for our full moon. And that is again talking about gaining mastery over our mind, a major, major emphasis of what energy has been trying to do to us and do for us throughout this Sagittarius lunar cycle. So overall, and also today it's interesting because, you know, we have the sun at 27 Sagittarius. That is the galactic center. The Sabian symbol of that degree is the sculptor's vision is taking form. And the degree of the earth today, also 27 degrees of Gemini, is a gypsy emerging from the forest. So, you know, even in the symbolism being discharged by the degree of the earth today, like what's going on the ground, we're coming out of the forest, we're coming out of the woods, we're coming out of the darkness and into the light. Sun conjunct the galactic center, and we were receiving these divine messages today to help us through that process. So overall, Friday is a day of duality as we set up for our full moon in Gemini tomorrow on Saturday, which is the sign of duality, and in the sign of the black moon, which also rules duality. So this really, though, makes me feel like over the next 2 weeks, there may be an even more highly polarized environment that we are experiencing for one reason or another, or these themes of just decisions and choices and going one way or the other, and both of them having, you know, that choice having a really significant impact on the course of the evolution of things moving forward. So that is what we are looking at in terms of the energy for today on Friday, you guys. Just very interesting, you know, all of this light, the galactic center, and simultaneously the moon conjuncting the black moon. We are reaching for the sun, but on an emotional level, we are still sort of caught up in the darkness. But the answer to helping us break through that darkness is to open to the light. And that is the message. So that is, you know, it's just a day of polarity. So you might notice a lot of contradictions today, just a lot of a dichotomy in your experience, or especially over the next 2 weeks too. I did not do tarot cards for today just because, like I said, I was preparing 2 reports for this weekend and I just didn't have time, but I am going to pull us a synchronicity card real quick. Just a little bit of inspiration, advice, a message from God that we can use today to help navigate the energy and just give us a little bit of support as we build towards our full moon tomorrow. These cards are wonderful. They are by Jana Shellman, and let's see what we get. I'm just going to shuffle for just another second, and then I'm going to get one. All right. Let's see. Okay. It says don't overdo. And, with all of this polarity that we have going on, that's probably some good advice. It says, do not worry about it, you shall eat. Luke 12:27. If you have a problem with appetite, be it food or any other thing, be not concerned. Thank God for removing the desire to overdo in the consumption of food or any other appetite. So, this is also sort of speaking to me of this subconscious programming that we are trying to break free from right now as well, and any type of toxic or addictive behavior that we have going on. The answer right now, or maybe just something that we needed to hear today as we go through these energetics and we have all of this really triggering energy, is to not let ourselves fall back into something that we are overindulging in or something that we are overdoing. And this is also makes a little bit of sense because we have the sun also moving into a trine with Jupiter and the moon moving into, or sextile Jupiter and the moon moving into a trine with Jupiter, which can have a tendency to have us overdoing or just bring an overly expanded or an overblown energy to something. So this must be something that we need to hear today, something that we need to focus on, and just something to remember as we go through our day, not to overindulge or to overdo too much in this energy. So that is the message from the stars today, and that is the advice coming through from God. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends if you think that they would be interested. Leave me comments, you guys. I absolutely love your comments. I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group if you are interested in that. And definitely, we have this big full moon coming up in Sagittarius and Gemini tomorrow. There's a lot to say about it. So definitely come back with me for my full moon video so we can wrap our heads around everything that is going to be playing out over the next 2 weeks as this cycle in Sagittarius comes to a close. Wishing you all a very beautiful day, and I will see you then tomorrow. Bye.